how would you classify our relationships? Like, would you say we're BFFs?
No.
I just want to make sure we got that very clear out of the way, that we are not BFFs. But we are friends, right? I guess you're going to hold the mic up a little bit closer and say more positive things. Those are your 2 notes for this evening. All right. Would you say that you and I have had a conversation with each other in which both of us smiled and enjoyed it?
Yes.
All right, perfect. See, I told you we were BFFs. All right, anyways, Olivia and I, we go way back. In fact, we've known each other, 3 years now?
I guess.
Yes, and remember positive? Jeremy's the greatest, those kind of things. All right. We went to a country together. Do you remember the name of the country?
Peru.
Peru, yes, we did. I went 2 years ago on our family mission trip that we take with our middle school families. We went to Peru, and the Cuchera family went with us, and that is where Olivia and I really got to know each other. In fact, I didn't even tell you this beforehand, but I want to see if you remember. There was a tragedy that... She does remember. There was a tragedy that occurred in Peru that I had to console you for. Do you remember what that tragedy was?
Okay, I wasn't upset about it. It was just hard to understand because we were in a different country without social media.
Oh, okay.
It was when Zayn left One Direction.
Yes, when Zayn left One Direction, we were in Peru, and Olivia had a hard time with that. We had to talk about Jesus for a little bit. But anyways, Olivia, the reason I brought her up on stage and invited her to share with us is there was, for me, there was a noticeable difference in you at camp that I witnessed. I saw it. And 2 days ago, you might not even know this, but 2 days ago, your mom emailed me and basically just kind of said the same thing. She was like, all my kids came home, had a great time. She said, but there's just something different about Olivia. And so that's kind of why I wanted to bring you up on stage to talk about that. But I want to take everybody back a couple months to kind of set the story up. You were signed up to go to summer camp, and you decided 2 months ago that you didn't want to go at all. Could you kind of tell people what was that all about? Why did you decide you didn't want to go to camp?
Well, my small group leader wasn't going, and my closest friends in my small group weren't going, and I felt like I was gonna be totally alone with only one friend and panic mode just sent and
Yeah. I mean, I think if many of you students out there, middle school, high school, would agree, you would probably be somewhat in the same boat if you found out, your small group leader, your closest friends, everybody wasn't going and it was just you. I think some of you guys would probably have the same reaction. In fact, I know some people had the same reaction of, I don't know if I want to go to camp. But you went because you have a mama that made you, and that's why she's our favorite. So, yes, give it up for mamas. That's right. Speaking of, where is your mama right now?
Paris.
Yeah, she's in Paris, so that's awesome. But yes, so you came to camp. I want you to talk about, tell me about the week. What happened during the week of camp where you went from, I don't want to be here, to, man, something's going on in my heart?
Well, I don't know how to say this. When I listened to Clayton, his first sermon, I just, loved every part of it. And then Jason spoke about friendship, and I connected to that, cause, yeah. And the people in my small group, I just hung out with them 24/7. So I got to know them better, and I felt more connected and safe with them.
Okay. So would you say that one of the things that changed in your life is that you realized, man, because we talked about this one day, we talked about the God of comfort. I don't know if you remember that. Man, you are comfortable with Miss Jenny and with your whole small group. And you got moved out of that environment to you weren't comfortable. And what did you find when you were there?
Comfort.
Found comfort in what?
In the Lord and my small group.
Yeah. You found comfort in the fact that even though these are the things, man, it could be sports, it could be iPhones, it could be friends, it could be family, it could be all these things that we take comfort in, but in reality, our comfort is found in Christ and in Christ alone. And when you found that, there was an overwhelming joy that kind of came over you, yeah. In fact, do you remember what you said to me on the last day?
thank you.
Yeah. Guys, I don't want to take that lightly. Like, when a student comes up to me and just says, thank you, it's one of the greatest things that they can say to me. To know that, not that I had a part, but that I was able to set up an environment where God could move in their life. And it meant a lot to me. So, final question, I'll let you off the hook. I know you're not a big stage person. So, what would you say is the difference in you since you've been home?
I felt more connected with God. I actually started to read my Bible more and I don't know how to pray more. And I don't know, yeah.
Do you remember the Instagram message you sent me?
Happy birthday.
That was one of them, yes. It was before that one. She actually sent me a message and said, hey, I'm trying to spend more time with God and I need some good worship songs to listen to. Can you let me know what songs we sing at camp? Which was, man, that's just, y'all, that's the reason I do what I do. And so, Olivia, I visibly saw God working in your life. Your parents visibly saw God working in your life. And you are a rising 8th grader, so it's exciting to me to see what these next 4 or 5 years are going to look like. Will y'all give it up to my friend Olivia?